who's the producer of Ryse, Son of Rome. Mike, you must be so excited that this is coming out soon. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. I mean, it's been a long process, and we're finally coming up to the launch of the game.
Let's get into the gameplay itself. What can you tell us about the style of play?
So the style of play, it's definitely a mix. There's combat elements in there. We've tried to provide a little bit for everybody in here, from cinematics to storytelling to the combat to engagements. And I mean, you can kind of tweak that however you want by playing on an easier mode, challenging yourself on some harder modes. It's not an open world type of experience. We're creating a linear storytelling experience in the life of Marius Titus. In addition to the single player, though, we also have a multiplayer mode as well, which we call Gladiator. You can play that solo, you can play that with friends or random matchmaking, and that takes place inside the Colosseum, which is a great extension of the game.
There's also a big RPG element here, so tell me about that.
You build up what we call Valor in the game, and then you take those points and you apply them to things like health and focus, the amount of Pilums you can carry. You also have tons of unlocks in the multiplayer side as well, from armor to swords to potions to helmets, all of these different things that people can jump in and get into. So you have a wide variety. And of course the executions, which is a key thing that we have in the game. You can unlock those. Whether you unlock them in multiplayer or single player, it doesn't matter. There's a crossover between the two of them.
I need to know about this main character, though, and why I should love him.
Why should you love him? Well, he's a pretty good-looking guy. I gotta say, Marius he's a piece of work. So I think there's things that people are gonna really like about him. He's definitely got a tough journey that he's going through. His parents have been killed. He's real upset about it. He's been asked to join a specific legion in the Roman military to go and avenge the death of his parents. And we go from Rome to the farthest reaches of Britannia. And you're gonna see a lot of different elements that you're gonna play through, and barbarians, and it's just some great storytelling in there as well.
Obviously, we're going to need some sweet weaponry to take down these bad guys. Mm-hmm. What are we working with here?
So the main focus with Ryse is on the sword and shield. At that era in time, that's what they had. Here's a sword, here's a shield, and that's what you've got. Of course, you have Pilums thrown in there as well, which are the spears that they carried around. You can quick throw those, you can aim throw those as well. You also have ballistas you can take over as well. You have troops at your command. It's a very basic set of tools that you have, but I think once people get in and they start playing around with that, they're going to realize really what the complexities are.
What were some of the challenges for your team just developing this game and bringing it to the new console?
We have our own in-house engine that we use called the CryEngine. And there's a lot of challenges with new hardware and new technologies and how development has changed over all of that time. So there's a lot of things that have been, wonderful, a lot of things that have been challenging, but I think it's really put Crytek ahead of the curve in developing next generation games.